What's up, guys? Colin here with Techout, and I'm going to be doing a little stream here. I want to test a couple things out. Um, Actually, a lot of things out. So as you guys know, I sold my you don't know, I sold my Mac Mini, and I got the Mac Studio. So we've got a little bit more power here for things on the channel. And with that, I also purchased a camera, a higher quality camera than just using the DJI Pocket Osmo 3, which I really like this. This is gonna be kind of my portable go-to camera for some shots and stuff like that, depending on what I'm doing. Just different tools to have around for different scenarios. But what I picked up is this right here. This is from my Logitech Brio webcam 4K. I don't think it's in 4K on here, just because I don't think the camera does streaming in 4K, but 4K camera. And then this right here is my Canon EOS R50V, which is a newer camera. I think it just came out within the past couple months that Canon came out with specifically for video. This one is actually in 720, being upscaled to whatever you're seeing it on YouTube. And that's because Canon actually charges a subscription to use their utility in 1080. So the highest I have right now is 720 because I haven't bought the subscription yet. I'm trying to determine whether I want to use. Oops, I accidentally just closed the utility as I was talking about it. Let's see here. Bring that back up. Whether I want to use the utility and just use it over USB, or whether I want to, let me unplug this and plug it back in real quick so it reconnects. Whether I want to use it over USB or whether I want to just plug it into my capture card. But that being said, I want to use it sometimes with my capture card. So if I want to do that, then I have to, use this because I'll be using my capture card for video. I don't know what I did to disconnect this, but it did not come back. Let's see if we reset it here. There we go. Yeah, so if I want to use this camera, I have to either pay the subscription or have it in 720, which is not entirely ideal, but we'll see how that goes, or what I want to do. But I picked this up, so it'll be a little bit better video quality for the channel, nonetheless, even for regular, just videos. But we're going to reset my Mac Mini, and I actually have the cable set up here so I can plug it in on, I think I opened too many, let's see. I opened something else and accidentally froze the webcam. That's why I'm not moving. Looks like I can do the Logitech in 4K, it looks like. Okay, now we're both working. So yeah, it's kind of, I'm still getting used to everything. Let me swing the Canon around here. I've got it on this short little tripod. I did get another larger tripod from Amazon that will be here shortly, or it's here now. I just haven't gone upstairs to get it, but this is the setup right now. I took off the other third monitor. You can see it's over there. But I took off the other third monitor, and I'm going to use this kind of as a live streaming space, since I do so much with, you know, live streaming my phone and stuff like that. I don't really use a third monitor. So I'll have that extra space right there. And then I've got, you know, my Mac, my Apple Studio display and my other Dell monitor here, which we're about to connect the Mac Mini to. And then there's that right there. I will be able to put the Canon camera on a tripod over here. I just need to get a longer USB-C cable because I have the Canon connected via USB-C right now. And it has to be connected to my Anchor, my powered Anchor hub for the camera to actually charge. Otherwise, it's not, it won't power the camera. It runs off the battery, and I just got the camera and I didn't charge the battery yet. So I have to either leave it plugged in, or you leave it plugged into that USB-C port that's powered, because it doesn't power off the other USB port on my computer that I have. So that cable is just a little bit too short. But we're going to get this thing started here. I should have my HDMI cable. Yep. This HDMI cable, which is connected to my Elgato capture card, and then I've got my Ethernet, which I don't think I'll need because I think this Mac Mini is connected to my Wi-Fi, but just in case. And then let me see if I'm going to have to go around and get the power cable. Actually, you know what? I am going to have to go around and get the power cable because I unplugged the power cable. So give me 1 second. Let me go over here and get that. Let's see. Where did the power cable go? Where did the power cable go? Let's see, that's not it. Oop, I found it, but it is connected to, not connected, but it's tangled up in a bunch of other stuff here. So give me a second to get it out. All right, power cable is acquired. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna plug it in. I'm gonna plug it in over here. Since I'm going to be boxing it back up after this anyway. All right, so that's plugged in. Go ahead and hit power on there. It is booting up. So we'll see if we get, well, I'm an idiot. OBS crashed when I started when I connected my capture card, and I'm over here trying to figure out why it's not coming back up, why it won't reopen. I restarted my computer. I'm like, why isn't it reopening? What's going on? It was reopening. It was opening on the monitor. I don't know what is going on, but for some reason, whenever I switch my monitor here to my other computer, it makes OBS crash. Okay, so I don't know what was going on. For some reason, when I when I switched monitors, it was causing OBS to crash. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, that's working. That was weird. I don't know. For some reason, whenever I switched that, it would make OBS crash. So let me see here. I'm gonna have to plug in a keyboard. Don't worry, it's fine. It just fell asleep. Let's see, because I unpaired all my keyboards from everything, or paired in my new computer rather. So we'll get logged in here, and then we'll also do the same with the Magic Trackpad, because that's what I'm going to use. The resolution is way off because what computer we connected to here. All right, there we go. It has to be plugged in. Why is it make? There we go. Now it's connected. I'm just going to leave the resolution crazy because obviously we're only going to be using this for a few minutes. Don't care. All right, so we need to go into settings here, and we need to go to, where is it these days? General, it's on the bottom, it's the same place. Yeah, transfer or reset, and then we're going to erase all content in settings, enter our password. Sign out of Find My Mac. Which will take a second. But yeah, I'm literally sitting here. I'm like, why is erase all content and settings? I was like, why is this not reopening? I was like force closing it and everything, and it was because it was opening on the monitor that I had my other computer on. So that's resetting right there. So we'll give that a few minutes to do its thing. I need to make a face view and a screen view. I'm running out of room in my Elgato here to for all these different camera feeds. All right, so there we go, and add this to this. All right, there, now you can see both. I don't understand. Every time that input comes back up with the Mac Mini, it crashes. All right, we're done. We're not going to switch that back over to that input. We'll just use the get the Canon here. The Mac, I guess I gotta. Actually, I'm not going to switch the input. The Mac is set up. It's reset, ready to go. Oops, that didn't. The Canon's not reconnected. I got to reconnect that after everything crashed. So yeah, for some reason when I when I switch the input and the capture card starts doing something, it crashes OBS. So I'll have to figure that out because that didn't happen. That didn't happen before. Oops, that's not what I want. I think the webcam utility has to be open. Okay, there. What it's doing. Let's close it and see what happens. Oh, yep, okay, it stops working if I do that. Let's see, I wanna, like I said, I'm still trying this out, reset. Okay, so that one doesn't have to be open as long as I do it that way. Or maybe it does, I don't know. But I'm just gonna stop clicking things. So the Mac Mini is reset. I will finish, actually I guess I can just turn it off now. It is ready to go. Obviously that didn't take long. All we had to do is wipe it. Go ahead and hit the power button, just hold that and turn it off. All right, so it is off and ready to go. I don't know why, what it's not, well, the Mac Mini didn't have anything to do with it, but what the deal was with the capture card there. Every time I switch to it, it crashes OBS. So like I said, I'll have to figure that out. But I don't know whether I want to subscribe for, it's like $50 a year for this camera for doing, for this. I think the color is a little better. It looks a little better, even though this is only 720p. So I might just use the 720 and roll with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Because yeah, I mean, I like this better than, I think I like it better than the Osmo. I mean, let me see, I can plug the Osmo in real quick and switch. Let's see. We're gonna have all the camera feeds. All right, we'll just do a little comparison here. All right, so here's, try to get them in the same area. So here's the Canon, and then here's the Osmo. Osmo's a little bit different, it's a little wider. The Osmo is in 1080 right now. And then we're back to the Canon. Let's see. Let's flip this around here. Well, I don't know how well that's gonna. Let's see. Here's the desk with the Osmo. I think the Canon does a little better with the colors here. Obviously, if I'm moving it around, this is a lot smoother because of the gimbal. I mean, this is what I'm doing. So it's a lot smoother with the gimbal. I mean, I can obviously have multiple cameras hooked up at the same time. It's just a matter of what do I want to use for like what shot. Obviously the Canon's gonna be good for recording of regular videos as well, because it does 4K 60, so that'll be nice. I mean, the Osmo does 4K 62, but I think, like I said, the color and stuff like that on the Canon is going to be a little better for like tripod shots. I just don't know what I want to use for my face. Like if I want to keep using the webcam, I mean, I don't feel like it's very high quality using the webcam. I mean, I like this better. I just need to get it up a little higher. which that other tripod should be able to do. And then when I get the other one, I mean, kind of be like right here maybe. I mean, how do you guys feel about the side angle? I mean, I can always turn and look at it, but if I'm doing something on the computer, I'm going to be facing this direction, so I'll kind of want to get something, you know, right here-ish. I can't really get an overhead shot because that's going to be too high up. But we'll have to see. Obviously, everything is set up and kind of working now, so we can do some different things like that. Straighten this out a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I like the way that looks. I just don't like the, you know, the angle, but other than that, it looks pretty decent in my opinion. Angle that down a little bit. Looks pretty decent in my opinion, so we'll see what I want to do. Let's see. I'm just going to delete this shot for, no, actually I'll just leave it. Yeah, so that is, and does seem to work with 4K. Can I get it into? Yeah, it says it's doing 4K 60, so I don't know how good it is or not, but we're only streaming at 1080, so I don't think there's really much of a point in streaming in much more than 1080. Like I'll output it from OBS in 4K, and then I'll just downscale it to 1080 for like YouTube, because most people are watching on like their phones and stuff like that anyway. They're not going to notice a huge difference. But I'm pretty happy with the camera. I just need to, you know, figure out a couple things. You know, I'll try it with my next video and stuff like that too, and see how it does over like the Osmo and everything like that. I should be able to connect this mic to it as well, and stuff like that. So that should be pretty cool. I think I can actually take this. I'm just gonna turn it off for a second since we're on the other camera. Let me try something with this tripod here. Yeah, I can actually put this thing I have. I got this with a microphone, but I'm going to use something else for the microphone. Well, I don't even use that microphone that much, but I can put my tripod mount on this, and this this piece has a little like hot shoe kind of thing, or I guess a cold shoe because it's not powered or anything, but has a little mount right here. I can put the mic thing on it. Actually, I guess I put it on top of the camera, but. And that's like adjustable, so that'll be really nice. I can get some good overhead shots on it. Let me see. Well, I can't unplug this right now because I'm using it, so I'll have to try that later. But yeah, that will be pretty handy if that works like I think it's going to. So that'll be pretty nice. But I've got some iPhone videos to make, so I'm actually gonna charge this thing up, because like I said, you can't use it. You can use it while it's you can't use it while it's charging, because it doesn't charge while it's plugged in and being used with the computer, but it will power itself from the USB, but it won't charge the battery at the same time. I don't, you know, it's like one of those things. Kind of annoying, but whatever. So I got that battery charging, so I can actually use the camera standalone. But yeah, I've got all these like little tripod bits. This is that's the DJI one. Where did I just put the other one? I just had it. Bro, what? Here's this piece. What? Was it on here? Oh, no, okay, I put it on, I think. Did I? Where's the microphone? Oh, no. Okay, here's the DJI one right there. I put this camera mount on top of the other one. Let's see, let's try this. I wonder if this one's any taller. Not really. They're like the same. They're like the same size. But it's also nice to use as like a hand grip if you want to hold the camera like that. But I don't usually do that. It's usually on a tripod. So I'll have to see what I want to do. I think I'm gonna put this. I don't know. I just need to leave these pieces separate for right now, I guess, because I got to use them all independently. They don't all work together. So, yep. Still working out some kinks with the streaming stuff and like the new setup and stuff like that with the new Mac Studio. But I'm gonna get my desk all cleaned up. I'm doing a stream over at Sammy Gurus tomorrow, so make sure you guys check that out if you're interested in any of the Samsung stuff. Just youtube.com/Sammy Gurus, I believe. You can also check out sammygurus.com. They're doing a free mystery box if you pre-order the S26 with their link. So don't forget to check that out. And I've been getting set up and stuff for that. So don't miss any of that if you guys are interested. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always,